What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a late night Browns video for you guys. And before I get into this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone who came through in this stream tonight. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. My internet decided to be a douchebag tonight. Not to mention the Cavs had to make the game extremely stressful at the end. But all that matters is that the Cavs were able to pull off the W, and they get one step closer to clinching their first playoff spot without LeBron in a very long time. Also, we clinched an actual winning season, too. So that's pretty cool. Second straight one without LeBron, which is nice. Of course, we all know how the season ended. So hopefully the Cavs can keep this winning thing going and stay out of the play-in. Be nice, too. Have a guaranteed at least 7-game series. That'd be nice. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Now, after I ended my stream, I did what I always do. I went on Twitter and just went through and see what I missed while I was streaming. And I saw Mary Kay Cabot posted an article talking about some potential targets for the Cleveland Browns heading into free agency. Now, she mentioned 5 players that the Browns actually have their eyes on. And the vibe that I got from reading that article is that the Browns are not messing around this year. They mean business. And I absolutely love it. They're going big game hunting, man. I love that. Hopefully we can land at least one of these guys. Heck, maybe 2. If we get 2 of these guys, that'd be freaking amazing. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 players that Mary Kay mentioned and give my thoughts. And I'm not going to get too deep because, spoiler alert, some of these guys might end up in one of my free agent target videos in the near future. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. In fact, there's actually one player that I've already talked about. So with that being said, let's dive in. So the first player that Mary Kay mentioned is none other than Eagles defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave. Now, fun fact, Hargrave actually played under Jim Schwartz in 2020. So yeah, there's that connection. It'll be interesting to see if we actually really go after Javon Hargrave. I would expect they do. But would we be willing to match his price? Because he's going to want a big bag. But I'm pretty sure Andrew Berry is going to do anything possible to get this guy in Cleveland, man. He is an absolute wrecking crew, and you put him alongside the likes of Myles Garrett and Perrion Winfrey, who's an absolute stud when he wants to be. Oh my God. And then imagine the Browns go out and, let's say, acquire DeForest Buckner. Imagine facing an opposing front 4 of Garrett and Buckner on the edge with Hargrave and Winfrey on the inside. Yeah, rest in peace to your quarterback, buddy. Have fun blocking those guys. For sure. Because you ain't going to be able to double team them all. That's for damn sure. But man, if we get Javon Hargrave, oh, that would be lit. But you know what else would be lit? If we got this next guy, Jessie Bates. Now, I've already talked about him in a free agent target video. Go check that out if you haven't already. I went pretty in depth on Mr. Bates. But the thing about Jessie Bates is that Mary Kay's already pretty much name dropped him on several occasions already. So that tells me the Browns have legit interest in him. In fact, I would not be shocked if at noon on Monday, the 13th, when legal tampering begins, Jessie Bates is one of the first names off the board and he's coming to Cleveland. I would not be shocked at all. I would love it too. Especially because, it would piss off Bungles fans because imagine being a Bungles fan, seeing one of your top defensive players not only leave, but go to a division rival. No, in-state rival. That's owned you for the past couple years. Oh man, I would dunk on Bungles fans so hard if this happens. I need Jessie Bates big time. In fact, Andrew Berry, you want to go God mode? How about you get both Hargrave and Bates? Really flex on the haters, huh? You go out here, you restructure some contracts, open up some money, and just drag your balls on the freaking rest of the NFL. How about that, huh? Yeah, that'll teach them a lesson for hating on you, right? Yeah, go get Bates and Hargrave. Show them who's boss, right? Yeah. Really boost up this defense. I know Jim Schwartz would be drooling if that happened. Oh my God. Wow. But let's talk about the third name that Mary Kay mentioned. And it's a guy that the Browns have been interested in the past. When he was with the Jags, he wanted out, and the Browns tried to trade for him. Didn't really work out that well. And if you haven't guessed it by now, the guy I'm talking about is Yannick Ngakoue, who's a free agent. So all we would need to do is just meet his asking price. We'll see what happens there. But man, if we get Ngakoue, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice pickup. It'd be kind of like Jadeveon Clowney. You know, we tried to get him a couple times, didn't really work out. Same thing with Takk McKinley a couple years ago. Same situation. Tried to get Ngakoue a couple times, didn't really work out. So why not get him this year when he's actually just a free agent? We don't have to trade anything for him, right? That would be nice. He'd be a solid piece to go opposite of Myles Garrett. That's for damn sure. Now, the next name that Mary Kay mentioned is a guy that me, as a Buckeye fan, loved when he was at Ohio State. Dre'Mont Jones. Former St. Ignatius Wildcat. Straight up Ohio guy through and through. I know I talked about Frank Clark being a somewhat Ohio guy because he played high school football in Ohio. Well, Dre'Mont Jones is like full-blooded Ohio kid. I absolutely love this kid. I wanted the Browns to draft him, and of course we didn't. Man, if we were able to get this guy, yeah, that would be amazing. And then the final name that Mary Kay mentioned is a name that, honestly, I didn't think would be available. But, yeah, he's available. And that is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I don't know if that's actually him. I don't know why, but I searched up his name and there was a couple headshots that showed up. I am pretty sure that's his headshot. If it ain't, well, that's awkward. But yeah, man, Chauncey's one of the best safeties available with Jessie Bates. And in my opinion, I think the Browns end up with either Johnson or Bates. I think if we don't get Bates, I think we're going in on Johnson for sure. But man, if we get any combo of these five, oh yeah. Like if we end up with like Hargrave and Bates, that'd be nice. Jones and Johnson would be amazing. And Ngakoue and Bates would be cool. How about this? How about a super flex, Andrew? How about you just get Javon Hargrave and freaking Dre'Mont Jones? Yeah, do that. Well, how about this? Javon Hargrave, Dre'Mont Jones, and Jessie Bates or Gardner Johnson. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, if Andrew Berry pulls that off, he's really an evil genius. He's really trying to flex on the haters if he does that. How about this? How about this? All right. Sign Javon Hargrave. Sign Jessie Bates. Trade for DeForest Buckner. Boom. Oh, man. That'd be the ultimate flex, too. Me just fantasizing about all these scenarios that are probably not going to happen because just my luck, right? I can't believe the Browns are actually going big game hunting this year. I freaking love it. You know? And people are like, how are you going to do that? With what money? Well, we're going to do this thing called restructure. Yeah, it's legal in the NFL. You can restructure contracts. I mean, I've already heard that we're going to restructure Deshaun's contract, so that's going to open up a big chunk of money. And I wouldn't be shocked if we restructured Cooper's contract, Chubb's contract, Garrett, who else? Teller, Bitonio. I mean, we're going to cut John Johnson, so he's gone. That opens up some space there. I think Andrew Berry is going to pull off some Houdini type thing with the cap. I mean, after all, he did learn from Howie Roseman, who is a cap genius in his own right. I think he's going to pull off some crazy stuff, and he's going to have us Browns fans just sitting here with our jaws on the floor. I cannot freaking wait to see what Andrew Berry does. I'm excited, man. You know what's weird? Like, we actually have players who want to come play for us. And that is awesome to hear, considering all the haters always say nobody wants to go play for Cleveland. Well, from what I've heard, there's a lot of people that want to come play for Cleveland. Oh, yeah. So let me know what you think of these 5 players. Who would you want on the Browns? I know there's going to be some funny guy out there who thinks he's, a comedian who's going to say, oh, 5. Come on now. Get serious. I'll say at most we sign maybe 2 of these guys. I think it'll be a D lineman and a safety. So essentially, make your picks. Maybe tell me in the comments. Of the 5, who would you sign? What kind of combo would you sign? So it's gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'll see you tomorrow for my next Browns free agent target video. So until then, unless something else happens, see you tomorrow. Go Browns, and I'm out.